Boys, and like the 10 girls that watch this channel, we need to talk about something that is just absolutely massacring our beginner dropshippers out there, and I want to talk about the rabbit hole of dropshipping. Now, most of you probably already know what it is and how to avoid it and why it's a bad thing, but in this video I'm going to be talking about it, and I'm going to be talking about why it's killing you, why it's making you feel like an idiot when you're not an idiot, and why it's making you lose a lot of money. So let's get right into this video. Super excited for this one. So the rabbit hole is basically just a toxic chemical mixture of your entrepreneurial intuition and, emotional attachment, and basically getting married and letting yourself get caught up in these shitty products. And like I said before, this rabbit hole can lead you down a long road where you can lose a lot of money, and you will also come out at the end of that road feeling like an idiot and feeling like you're not good enough to see success in this industry. One of the things that I want to say is that you are not an idiot, and if an idiot like me can find a lot of success with dropshipping, then trust me, an idiot like you can also find a lot of success with dropshipping. This is just one of the many mistakes that many beginners make, and it's one of the things that can cost you a lot of time and money, going along with saying that you are not an idiot and you do not need to lose a ton of money to see success in dropshipping. One of the biggest mistakes that you are doing is you are spending too much time and money on products that just had no hope from the very beginning, and you lack the proper experience and the proper methods to determine when to move on from a product and cut your losses. So one of the things that I hope that you can get out of this video is learning the importance of following a proven method, why you need to be doing it, how you can avoid the issues of this rabbit hole so that you don't go falling into it. Now, for a second real quick, let's talk about the mindset behind the rabbit hole, because I bet a lot of you guys are guilty of thinking in this way, and we'll also cover some really fun death sentences in a minute here. But we've all heard it before, with good marketing, you can sell any product. While this may be true, it doesn't mean that it's necessary or a good idea to try to make a shitty product sell good. This has been a common issue with people that go into the private labeling world right away with no experience in dropshipping and no real experience in e-commerce, start a brand, invest all this time and money into a product that they just know is gonna work.
I really thought it was going to work out.
Which leads most e-commerce brands to have an over 80% failure rate. And if you don't want to be one of those 80% that just gets absolutely crushed by the market, you need to follow the things in this video and avoid the rabbit hole as a whole.
Okay, I see what you did there.
The worst part of the rabbit hole is, especially when you get into private labeling and branding, is the harder you try to make a product sell, the worse it is, and the more money you lose, the more time you lose, and essentially the more money you lose and the more time you lose, the more you want to hang onto it by a thread, right? Because you don't want to lose all that time and money and consider it a loss. You want to keep it going. So it's a really big death spiral that can really trap you and set you up for big time failure if you're not careful. Let's talk about how it ties into dropshipping, because we know about the rabbit hole mindset when it comes to brand owners and brand builders, where they're working with suppliers over in China to put their logo on a product, and then they bulk order before they even try to sell a single unit. That is just literally a recipe for disaster, and you're honestly just asking for a punch in the face by the universe. So let's go over some famous last words before people get straight yoinked into the rabbit hole of death, so you can see if you've caught yourself saying any of these things in your head or to a friend or to your business partner or whatever it is. And if you have caught yourself saying these things, you need to check yourself, because you are about to fall into the rabbit hole like you didn't even see it coming. Number one, the CPM is too high. Let's try a different ad. Maybe we should try a CBO instead. I heard someone say that they work better. Hey, let's change the website a little bit and relaunch it. Maybe it'll perform differently. Oh, I got it. We're not profitable, but if we add an upsell, we can increase our average order value and become profitable. Now, if you've caught yourself saying any of these things, don't be scared. I've said it too. Many of my friends have said it, and I've seen many other people say it. And honestly, there's been some ridiculous shit, ridiculous justifications that people make as to why their product is not working. And it's a fun thing to try to go down the rabbit hole, or just think like, okay, if I change the site, if I did that, if I did this, if I changed it, then maybe it'll work, right? Like maybe there's a possibility.
Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work, but
actually thinking these things and then actually going and doing them for every single product that you test. I mean, I've seen people, spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a single product just to receive back 2 sales. So don't be that guy, and next time you catch yourself thinking any of these things about a particular product that you're testing, make sure you catch it early, and I want you to think back to this video. Maybe you can come back and watch this video to remind yourself to not be an idiot, but I promise you, you are not an idiot. You can avoid these mistakes. Stick with me here. Don't try to shine a piece of shit. All those things that we just talked about is textbook marketing trash. Some of you act like you're fresh out of a college marketing class that teaches you that somehow changing the color of your add to cart button is gonna sell your shitty product even better. I can tell you right now that while there is a chance that you polishing a piece of shit can end up with a shiny piece of shit that actually sells decently, doesn't mean that it's worth it, and it doesn't mean that you should risk a ton of money and a ton of time going down the rabbit hole for this one shitty product. One thing that has allowed me to persevere through the dark ages of internet marketers overcomplicating simple things for YouTube views is the remedy. Now, I promise you, this is gonna sound like some cliche bullshit internet money guru guy advice that you see online from almost every single YouTuber out there, but I mean this from the heart, and I mean this from a perspective of somebody who's had a lot of success with this, somebody who's helped other people see a lot of success with this.
We get it!
And that cliche internet money guru guy advice is to follow a proven system and use the comparative results to detach your emotions from your results and finally start making good decisions so that you can avoid going down the shithole rabbit hole that will absolutely kill you, waste your time, waste your money, and lead you to think that you are an idiot. So it's super simple. That's literally the solution. Just follow a proven method. I want to elaborate on this for a minute because I feel like a lot of you hear that and you're just like, oh yeah, sure, follow a proven system. That, okay, sounds good, Noah, sounds great. But you don't actually know what that means. Now, what that means is if you test 10 completely different products using these same exact methods, you will have completely different results. And the reason for this is because when you're testing products, the only variable should be the product. It shouldn't be the store, it shouldn't be the ad. Everything should be the same. That way, if something works and something doesn't work, you know that the only variable that could have possibly caused that difference is the product itself. Not the way you designed the website, not the way you typed out your description, not the way you made your ad. None of that bullshit. The only variable when you're testing products should be the product. That way, if one of the products doesn't work, you know exactly why, and you're not questioning, oh, if, maybe we should do a different ad because the CPM was a little high. Maybe we should switch up the website. Maybe we should add upsells. Whatever the reason may be, you don't have to worry about those things because you're following a method that you already know works with a good product. So if it doesn't work, then it's not a good product. It's literally that simple. The problem is, as a beginner, you will likely not be able to find a good product for a little while, and you're gonna be in this constant loop of questioning what you're doing wrong and if you're doing anything wrong. Obviously, in my position, I've found many, many winners and many, many losers using my methods, so I pretty much know what to expect, and when I'm testing products, I know what I'm doing. I know that it's not the methods, I know that it's not the store, the ad, the product description, any of these nitty-gritty things, because I found winners with this method using this product. If it doesn't work over here with this product, then it's not a winning product. But I understand that as a beginner, you don't have that luxury and that experience to know that. So the good news is I post my proven strategies, and I will continue to post my proven strategies here on my YouTube channel. Listen to every detail, trust the process. You've heard it all before, but it's important shit. If you're a beginner and you want to follow a proven method, you have to trust the process. You have to look at what I do from a perspective of this guy knows what he's doing and I don't. I'm just gonna do what he says because trust me, every time I change my methods, I post updated videos. I also have very in-depth videos on how I perform my strategies, even going as far to making a full course, a 3-part series showing you how to find the product, build the store, get the ad, launch your ads, and then finally analyzing your ads, which I just uploaded about a week ago. And by the way, the beginners out there that have went and watched that video, implemented everything as instructed in the video, followed it to a T, there's been a few people that have DM'd me on Instagram that actually found winning products using that training. And since then, I have responded to their DMs and helped some of them scale to over $2,000 per day in revenue.
Not bad.
So I want you to understand that while you're a beginner and while you're very vulnerable to falling into the rabbit hole, I've put out resources out there that can help you avoid this big beginner mistake. And I hope to God that you use it And one thing that I want to say is that you should subscribe to my YouTube channel for the YouTube algorithm. And just as a fun thing, if you made it this far in this video, leave a comment saying RIP for all of our fallen soldiers that have went into the rabbit hole. I know a lot of you have, because I see it all the time in my YouTube comment section. Let's just type out RIP. And if you're one of those guys that has fallen into this rabbit hole before, make sure to not let it happen again. Start following a proven method. You have no excuse not to. Stop wasting a ton of time and money on these shitty products, because you are not an idiot. You do not have to lose a ton of money to see success in dropshipping. You just need a good method. So the moral of the story is your product is still a piece of shit, and you have not been given a magic wand by the Shopify gods that allows you to build 100% conversion rate websites.
Damn it.
So while that does suck, and I do wish that that did happen for you, I want you to just follow a proven method, detach your emotions, and don't get married to a shitty product. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this style of video. If you want more like it, leave a like, leave a comment giving your feedback on this subject matter, and don't forget to say RIP to all of our boys and girls who have fallen to the dropshipping rabbit hole. That's it for this video. This is Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.